So he says, I think the site was hit with cannibalization before Google Search Console did show competing pages. I tried to silo content before, but it ended up cannibalizing the site. Example. So he's doing like it's a Beats website. Type Beats. Okay, so basically just doing some kind of siloing. You get the deal. I have cleaned up the competing pages and posts and changed the blog post URLs over the last few months, and the pages don't seem to be competing anymore. Okay, well that's good. I attached Google Search Console images as email to show that the site still has indexed content, Google impressions, but it's super low in the SERPs positions. I'm kind of looking for advice before I make the next move. All right. So as far as cannibalization goes, you either have cannibalization or you don't. If you've already cleaned it up and Google Search Console is not showing that you have competing pages for these things anymore, then it's over. The cannibalization's over. So that's good. It sounds like you actually cleaned it up, right? The bad news is it looks like your site's not doing too well. Looks like you got like currently, I did a long graph so we can see its full history.
Yeah.
But say like 66 traffic. It's an old site. I've had it on the 5-year timeline, so so it's a long history right there. It's never really gone too high. I wonder if you bought this at a
That,
auction or whatever.
that's what I was wondering. Is this a expired?
Could be.
Um,
Yeah, DR51, traffic 66, definitely not. DR51's a
no.
pretty decent amount of authority you got there, but you can go ahead and take a little.
Yeah, but keywords and traffic being that low, there's obviously something off.
So many pages he's got indexed. He's got like 700 pages indexed. I will say that I don't like his titles. His titles in the SERPs are all like he tried to make them very like cool looking or something. Anyway, just I'll go ahead and we'll look at the off page real quick to see what's going on here. Start with anchors. Yeah, so you got some weird anchors. Oh my God. This looks like mega spam. Yeah, Jesus, what is that? It's got a press release, but it's like thousands of links. So yeah, I mean, you've got URLs that have been repeated like literally thousands of times. Okay, well, at least two of them look like they're from the same kind of like spam little blast you did. And then your most used anchor is just click here. Looks like it's coming from blog comments. You got blog comments on flooring, an article about flooring, like home kind of blog. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the backlinks themselves. See how many pass the very low bar. DR10, domain traffic, 250. So you went from 1,600 links to 100 links that passed that very low bar. Let's get the Web 2.0s out of there. And let's say do follow links. So now you're down to 39 links. So out of 1,600 links, you're down to 39 links, which we would consider kind of quality, but really could boost this like DR much higher than 10 and domain traffic much higher than 250. See what's going on in here. Looks like some kind of guest post type stuff. It does look relevant for the most part. Got some foreign stuff in here. Oh, this does look relevant. So yeah, so basically out of 1,600 links, you've got about 40 that are what we'd consider kind of okay, but it's actually going to be quite a bit less than that, so maybe, 20. Um, but okay, so you got like 20 good links out of 1,600. And yeah, anchors are just kind of, you're completely spammed to shit from whatever you've done. You've got like emojis in here. You've got just
Dude, I
super,
was gonna comment on that. He's even in his menu items, he's got emojis in
yeah.
there.
He,
It's driving me
he has
crazy.
it on his titles too, title tags. So when you look up like his website, like it's all this like super just like it looks cool or whatever, but like you gotta, it just kind of looks like someone optimized the website using like what something that would look cool like on MySpace or something. I don't really
Right.
know how to describe it other than that. Um, so I would
This
get all
is a
this
very
crap out of there.
MySpace era looking site overall, if I'm gonna be honest.
I like the site itself. Well, at least what I'm looking at. Well, okay, now that I scroll down a little bit more.
You see, like very
Yeah,
long, lots of bold headings and quotations, lots
stock
of selling,
looks like
lots of
stock
money
images.
gifts.
The images all look like real stock or AI generated. Walls of text, not seeing any interlinking. Like big walls of text. You're talking like
Dude,
it's like a big paragraph, a paragraph that's like 20 lines long,
the
so it's like an
page I'm
actual
on
wall of text.
is, I think this would be like a 50-page book of just spammy looking, buy me now, please. And I'm just now realizing, so I went to an inner page um, for the course. He's got it up in his menu, and
Hmm.
then the menu disappears. Um, so you're just like on this landing page looking thing.
I really don't like the menu it's got going on. It's like a
No.
three lines of menu.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oops. I'm just trying to see like what he's got on this page. Um, Download now. So yeah, I'm actually not very familiar with this niche, so I'm not really sure like what other sites are like in the niche. So it's kind of hard to give too much of a because I just don't know like I don't know what to expect from the type like how long is the content going to be on this kind of stuff. It seems
Yeah.
like the content would actually probably be pretty short in most cases. Um,
Yeah, with some downloadable
yeah.
stuff and but I mean each one of these pages is forever long.
The one I'm on is a bit shorter. Most of the page is
Is it?
actually just like the end of the article where it's just like blog
S-
post about
all
other
the courses
resources. His footer, his
make
huge footer. Look at this thing.
huge footer, yeah. Um,
Look at all
for
those
all the
social
courses
profiles.
though, the footer disappear like changes and the header menu disappears, and so all of those just go to essentially what look like landing pages that are not connected to anywhere else on the site, which is a weird thing to be doing, I would say. Also, looks, I mean, yeah, a lot of this stuff just looks like kind of outdated tactic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like overwhelming what I'm looking at. It's
Mm-hmm.
just so like different from what I normally like look at.
Hypothetically, like even if I'm here and I'm looking to download some of this stuff, like let's say I go to a
It's
random
so hard to
page,
even
let's
find
see.
where that
Yeah,
is.
where
Where's
am I
where's
going
the
to get it?
download button?
Here's one at the top, but it's not exactly enticing, so I keep going down, and now I'm just confused. Oh, here. So now I've finally arrived at the instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of this makes me really want to do any of that. Even if I was looking for this, like it's like I
Yeah, it's so confusing. Like
yeah.
it's so confusing. Even like us, and we look at websites all the time, just trying to audit it. It's like, what's this section? Like, what's going on
Hmm.
here? Like, what is this thing? And then it's like got about the author, and then below that, it's got like FAQ. I don't know. It's like everything's like
Download
out
a
of order.
PDF license, but what is that
Yeah, like why
about
is
now?
that
Like
there?
now I'm confused.
So what I would do first of all is the first thing I would do is I would look at learning like basic like on-page SEO, like, and stop trying to like look cool with like emojis and like make sure that like your H1s and your URLs and your title tags, make sure they're things that explain very clearly to the person and to Google like what this page is, rather than trying to like look cool, if that makes sense. And then after that, I would look at what I would want you to do is go look at some of the top rankers in your niche. Look at the structure that they use for their pages. Like really, like go look at one of their pages and break it down. Be like, okay, here's the first thing they have on their page. They have their H1. Next thing, that maybe they have a download button. Maybe next thing they have a section that describes this. Maybe next they have this, and literally just copy what they have, because I'm just so confused and overwhelmed by the kind of like your page structure here. Not your URL structure, but just like looking at like any page on your website is just overwhelming with stuff everywhere. Um, and I feel like, it doesn't look like you were hit by the helpful content update, but you didn't really have any traffic anyway. But, if I was Google and I was popping sites for helpful content, I would pop this site hard. Because
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I would bounce off of this site so fast and just go find the next one that I could just
Yes.
understand what's going on, right?
Yeah, because if you think about the concept, okay, hypothetically, I'm a guy that's looking for this type of service. I want to get there. I want to start browsing as quick as I can, and I know what I want to do. I want to download these things. What you've created here is a labyrinth of, well, how the hell do I get this out of this site? There's got to be other competitors out there that are making this real easy for the type of person that's looking for this, I feel like.
Yeah. And to make it even
Um,
more confusing, at the very top of each page, you have an image that says download now, but it's just the featured image on the page. And when you click it, it just reloads the page.
Yeah, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff like that.
But, sorry if this is sounding like harsh, but it's just, it's kind of like overwhelming. And, this stuff's important. So yeah, first thing I would look at redoing your basic on page, and then I would completely redo like your page, like how you've structured the layout of these pages. I'm not even really getting into the content because I'm not really sure how much content to expect on these pages, but you can look at your competitors for that information as well, right? Um, but yeah, I think Google probably just kind of doesn't know what to do with this site and these pages. I think it just doesn't even really know. Yeah, I feel like it's probably sending like tons of like mixed signals, and just it doesn't really know what to do with it, and wouldn't want to rank it even if it did know what to do with it.
Agreed.
And then yeah, off page as well. Gonna definitely take some work there. All right, so that was another negative audit. Today, I feel
Sorry
like
about
today's been
that, guys.
a lot of
But we
negativity
give out the
today.
truth here, okay? We're not the type of guys you come to and get the pat on the back and it's gonna be all right, sweetie. No, we're the kind of guys that kick you in the ass until you get back to work, buddy.
And tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.